What is up, YouTube? It is Matty, and yes, we're going to do another video on Pushing to Titans League. So this is episode 2, and yeah, we're at 3,397 trophies, so just around the 3,400. I'm just going to close and reopen the game because it's been a bit funny. And yeah, so far everything's been going okay, I suppose. I mean, I haven't been able to push a huge amount because I've been on holiday. I've been on a stag do for the last 3 or 4 days. So I'm going to show you what's happening on defense, which if you look already, it looks pretty horrendous, and also on the offense side. So firstly, one of the things I've noticed that is I get hammered pretty hard on defense, and a lot of, you can see like 15, 17 cup offer 1 stars, which means that the cup offers are around 45 to 50 on a lot of occasions. Again, another 14 look. 13, so I'm getting hit pretty hard on defense for 1 stars, and it's mainly by channel 8s and 9s. I get a couple of -1s and -4s, which are great, but then I just get hammered again, and you can see there an 85% -12. That's not too bad, actually. I'll take that any day. A few -1s, and then I got absolutely pelted by a -49. So shout out to Overlord from Taste of Terror for taking those cups off me. I've got to admit, when I saw -49 pop up, I was like, what, really? Didn't have any heroes, I only had loons in the CC, I didn't have any of my traps set, and he just did a stoned go-ho on me and absolutely tore my base apart. If I'd have had heroes, or indeed even traps set, then maybe it would have been a different story. I don't know. I think the hogs would have circled round, and up the top mortar over here, I think they'd have hit the double giant bomb if you have a look at their path in. So I think at about that point there, they'd have hit the double giant bomb and maybe saved the raid, but it's difficult to tell. But he absolutely just destroyed my base and took 49 cups from me, so really wasn't best pleased with that one. But that's what I suppose. What I've noticed, it's a lot harsher here than it was, say, before the update, before the big update. And again, I got hit by a -17. I mean, that was like 51 cup of offer. So it's unforgiving here. I'm not happy chilling at around 3,400 trophies. So I'm going to have to push up. I've been doing some pretty good attacks, I suppose. I mean, yesterday on my route back home, there was a death hole. And you all know what you're doing with the death hole. You just make sure you get the CC pull. Well, I think I just dropped a poison spell on him, look, and then just let hell break loose under a rage spell. And yeah, it's pretty harsh. It wrecks the base. So I was pretty happy with that one. Able to take 7 cups from it. And then moving on today, after that I hit that 7 cups, that's when I lost my 49, by the way, so I wasn't happy about that. Today I hit a great one. 18 cup offer, look at the base, town hall exposed, it was 27 or something cups, or 28 or something like that, and I just thought, well, look at the base, it's so poorly laid out. I knew that I'd be able to pick it apart and get the 2 star. Just in case that all the air defences and all the arch towers were accessible, so I just allowed it to, I just started picking off those arch towers a couple at a time, trying to take them down. I was going for the top side of the base because what I thought is all that percentage in that one compartment down the bottom side, my heroes can go and take that down at the end if they need to. So I was just working through, taking down those. You can see that the huge amount of percent they're covering at the top side of the base. It's going to get me, it's going to make my life easy when I come to clean up the rest. And you can see a lot of the top side's already gone. 1 arch tower survived. I think I actually ended up ignoring that, and I moved towards the bottom and the right hand side of the base now. So I'm just almost surgically attacking it, just creating those little opportunities. You can see the rage space to push my loons onto the cannon, then onto the air sweeper, then onto the archer tower, and then so I'm using sort of my rage spell as cleverly as I can to get maximum use out of it. And you can see it resulted that expo nearly went down. I did throw a couple of minions at it to try and finish it off, and then I just lost interest because I saw I was at 37%. I had 2 loons, CC loons, 25 minions, and I just knew that a little rush would get the job done. So you'll see here, I just spam the rest because I knew it was going to happen. I had my heroes as backup anyway, so I wasn't ever worried that I wasn't going to get the 2 star. So yeah, pretty nice attack, a pretty nice sort of base to find up here. Then I found a snipe, I think, just a little 5-cupper, and then I found another 2-star opportunity, which was a town hall outside look. And this base was really weird. Look at the air defense levels. Look at the core. Okay, the thing that was weird about this way is you got max Infernos and you got max Expos, and you've got really weak defenses for the rest of the. I never think I'd be able to get a 3-star because of the max core troop, the max power defenses, as in the Infernos and Expos. But I let my king and queen go in and try and do some damage there and try and get some buildings down. My king went walkabout there. I was hoping he was going to help sort of tank the core, and I might be able to get away with the 3-star, but it was such a almost like a never going to happen, really. But hey, you got to try these things sometimes. And for 15 trophies, I was really happy to take that base. And if I'd have got the 3-star, it'd have been a 23 cup offer. Something like that, so that would have been great, but it just wasn't meant to be. Or I could have raided it a bit better, to be honest, but hey ho. Sometimes it's just, yeah. I suppose I pay, wow, I don't know why it's doing this. Sometimes I pay a lot less attention when I'm actually doing just trophy pushing raids or farming raids than I do in war. I'm just sort of always relaxed and just playing around a little bit. So all in all, yeah, I lost quite a load of trophies because I wasn't pushing for a little while, and now I've gained quite a few back with these nice 2-stars. So we're going to have a look to see if I can find anything on the fly for you to do a live attack, and then we'll call it a day and carry on our push. Hopefully next video I'll probably be around 35-3600. It's not hard down here. There are good cup offers, you'll see. It won't be long before I'm finding bases with 25 to 30 trophy cup offers, which means I can get 8 to 10 from a raid. And yeah, as you know, I'm a Balloonion guy. Balloonion for the 1-star, 50% is what I go for. If I find a town hall exposed, I'm going to take it because it's easy, and I'll try and get the 2-star when I get it as well. And you can see that the cup offers 22, that's not bad. They are starting to dip into the 13s, 14s and 15s quite regularly. But that's sort of to be expected at this trophy range level anyway. I think when I push up to about 3600, I think the average is going to drop down to like 3 or 4 or 5, and then with the odd rare raids. And it's basically the rare raids you're looking for, the ones obviously a bigger number, because you'll find them at every trophy level. It's just they're not common, so you do have to hit that search button like I'm doing now for quite a bit before you hit the jackpot and find something good. But yeah, overall 3400, it's pretty easy. Do my tips as always when you're doing something like this, when you're trophy pushing, is to play in sessions. That's sort of the thing that really does it, as in don't go offline between raids. So what I'm doing now is I boost all my barracks and my spell factory, and leave my dark barracks to cook the minions, and boost heroes if they die and I need to bring them back in. So I'm always trying to go in with a full army. I'm happy to go in with only 2 rage spells. I'm happy to keep my jump spell with me because it seems to work very well when I need to get my heroes into the base efficiently. It's probably saying that, it's probably not the most efficient way to do it. A couple of wall breakers would probably do it a lot better, a lot more useful with the 4th rage spell. But it's my decision, so this is the way I'm choosing to do it for now. I think I'll give it a few more presses, and if that doesn't work, I'll just cut it to when I actually find the raid. But we'll see if we need to go to that level. But I had a really good time. It was nice to have a break actually from Clash. I mean, I always war, and I'm at the moment cycling warring on 2 or 3 accounts. I've got three constant war clans and an account in each that's always in the war. So you know, it's pretty full on. Mixing that with trying to trophy push, trying to farm, trying to do this and that. It is a time killer, so when it's suddenly I don't have to do all that stuff, I can actually just sit back and it was nice to get away, but I'm really glad to be back. So yes, I think everyone needs a bit of time every now and then, and that's not it's always understandable. So it looks like I'm gonna stop me jabbering on, cut to when I find a raid, and we'll take it from there. Here we go, you guys. Looks like we've got a raid. I'm just gonna have a look. I found a town hall out, which is great. I'm now just sort of assessing the base. The air defences have got pretty good coverage. You've got 1 expo up down the bottom left, 2 expos up. That expo is going to be a problem. And then the top expo looks like it's down. Quite a lot of percentage to be had at the top. Looks like I'm going to send my heroes in to try and take that expo down though. I think that's what I want to do here. Just going to check the minions okay. Okay, watch this. Let's see if we can do it. Couple of loons in to distract the arch tower, and a couple of minions in to sort of start a funnel going. That's what I'm trying to do. I need to get my troops into... I need to make sure my heroes don't sort of go off on a tangent and go off elsewhere. I want them to go the route that I want them to go, if that makes sense. So king down, queen to follow, jump spell in. Here we go. This is where I need to see how much they can actually do to help the cause here. Rage spell in, sorry, not rage spell, king ability down. Need that expert to go down really. Here comes CC troops dropping a poison to help take them down. Looks like the poison's going to hurt the wizards nicely. Queen ability here, look, it's going to take it down, and the witch died as well, and hopefully that air defense goes down. That would be lovely if it did. So we've got quite a good haul for what we've just done there. So now I'm going to use a rage spell in over here to get my loons in. Take I think 4 in there. I think I might have just dropped some by accident. To go and get that ball started over there. Move to the top side of the base. Let's see if I can take a couple of these arch towers down. CC loons, I think about 6 will be needed. Minions behind, so I'm doing a bit of tanking as well. Fine, I'm going to drop a rage spell down over here. Quite a few in there, and you can see I'm almost sort of like tanking for myself, letting the drop a couple of minions down, letting the loons sort of tank for my minions so they can get me some percent as well. And I think I'm pretty much safe on the 50% here already. It feels like it's going to happen. I've got a lot of buildings covered already, so yeah, we're pretty good on that. Let's just see. Is there anywhere where there's not a wizard tower? I'm just looking now. I'm looking for loot, and I can see a drill here, which I might take. See if I can take a couple of extra buildings first. 2, 3. A little bit of tanking there. Look, archers down. Minions down over there to get that builder hut as well. And there we go. That's the 50%. And now I'm just going to try and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to drop in the minions at this angle, and I'm hopeful that they can go and get that dark drill. That's my intention. It'd be great if I could get it, so just to get me a little bit of dark elixir, why not? There we go. I didn't think about the dark elixir on that side, but there we go. 12 cups. That's how you do it, guys, and that did take me a little while to find, probably about 20 minutes, maybe 15, but they're out there, and if you can sort of pick apart the base and figure out how you want to do it. I didn't need to suicide my king and queen then, I don't think, but I just liked the value of what I was going to get by if I got my king and queen in there, because they're so high for Town Hall 9. The job's quite easy. Well, I have faith that my heroes can do some pretty good damage, so it's a latest strategy I'm using that jump spell to get them in. The fact that Expo went down just made my life a lot easier. I'm not able to pick up the percentage, so I'm just going to rebuild. Don't do what I've done here and not rebuild your army while you're attacking, by the way. You should always let your army be cooking while you're while you're searching. So 2 rage to go, so I'm just going to have to rebuild. I'm going to switch to haste spell soon as well and see how we can go with that. Anyway, guys, that is it. We have now broke 3400 in this video, which I'm glad about, and we're going to try and move up to 3600 soon and see what it's like to push up there. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.